Yes, sir.
Everything is visible properly?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So are you familiar with set?
Yes, sir.
Basic definition?
Sir, sets are the well-defined collection of objects.
Okay, it should be well-defined collection of objects. In this manner, if I consider few different cases, should it be set? Collection of all positive integers which are greater than 5. Can you call it a set?
Yes, sir.
Okay. And what if we have can you call this a set?
No, sir.
Why the first one is set but not the second one?
Sir, as we know that set is a well-defined collection of objects,
Okay.
then, sir, in the first case, we can see that it is the collection of all positive integers greater than 5.
Yes.
Sir, in the second case, the top 3 writers of India, it can be different for different person's view.
Exactly. So we cannot well define who are the 3 writers of India, top 3 writers. So that's why it will not form a set. Now the next thing that we will discuss here then, that how do we denote a set?
Sir, capital letters.
Yes, generally by using capital letters, sorry. Like we can use A, B, X, Y, this type of letters to denote a set. Are you familiar with this sign? Are you familiar with this sign?
Sir, belongs to?
Belongs to, this is known as epsilon. Okay, so if we write something like small a belongs to capital A, what does it mean? Small a is
Sir,
an
if
element of the set A. This is okay. If we write small a belongs to capital A, it means small a is an element of set A.
yes, sir.
So for example, let us consider one set. Set of all positive number, which are all positive integers, suppose, not number. Which are less than equal to 7. Can you tell me any element of this which belongs to, suppose this set is something?
Sir, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So this set is denoted by A. Then we can write 1 should belong to set A. Okay. Now, how we can write a set? In which form we can write a set? Do you know this already?
Yes, sir. Roster form
Roster form, okay,
and
and set builder form.
oh yes,
These are the two forms in which we can write a set. Now, what is roster form firstly?
sir. Roster form we will write in the curly bracket with commas.
ओके मतलब जिसमें हम लोग डायरेक्टली एलिमेंट्स को लिखेंगे
Yes,
मतलब कोई भी सेट अगर ऐसे डिफाइन किया गया set of prime numbers less than 10 suppose, then what could be the set in the roster form?
sir. A equals to
Set of all prime numbers which are less than 10.
sir 2,
2,
3,
3,
5,
5,
7.
7. So these are the prime numbers we have which are less than 10. Okay. And this
Yes,
is the roster form in which we can write using curly brackets and then putting commas between the elements. Okay.
yes,
There is another form which is known as set builder form. How to write it in the set builder form?
sir. With x colon x and the definition of that.
Okay. So set builder form is nothing but where we write the set using the definition. Right?
Yes,
This we can write it as A is set of X when X is a prime number less than 10. जो डेफिनेशन था उसी को लिख दिया जस्ट प्रॉपर्टी के टर्म्स में अगर हम लिखेंगे तो दैट विल बिकम द सेट बिल्डर फॉर्म इज दिस ओके
yes, sir.
can you tell me what should be the set builder form for this one try this and I'm giving some more problem what should be set builder form for this particular set Okay, try to complete A.
Sir, A equals to bracket x is x colon x
Okay.
is a factor of 170.
Is a factor of 170. Okay, if it is a factor, your answer is correct in one sense, because you can observe that all of them are factor of 170. बट और एक चीज भी है, अगर ये 170 का फैक्टर्स होता तो ये सोच के देखो कि इसमें 20 भी होता है ना, 2 into 10 वो भी तो एक फैक्टर होगा 170 का.
Yes,
सिमिलरली इसमें 50 भी होता.
yes.
ओके 34 भी होता, बट ओनली 2, 5, 10 एंड 70.
So not getting the answer.
Okay, can you say it is just check now what we are saying. That A is set of x when x is equals to n square plus 1, where n is a positive integer less than equal to 4. पहला नंबर जो है वो क्या है, 1 square plus 1 कह सकते हैं ना.
Yes, sir.
ओके, सेकेंड नंबर 2 square plus 1.
Yes, sir.
थर्ड नंबर क्या है, 3 square plus 1.
Yes, sir.
चेक करो फोर्थ क्या है,
4 square plus 1.
4 square plus 1. तो हर नंबर क्या है कि उसका रैंक जो है उसका स्क्वायर प्लस 1. फर्स्ट वन इज 1 square plus 1, सेकेंड इज 2 square plus 1 एंड सो ऑन. तो इसको लिख सकते हैं इट इज सेट ऑफ एक्स वेयर एक्स इज n square plus 1. Fine.
Yes, sir.
Now what is this n? X is a positive integer. 1, 2, 3, 4. Is this okay?
Yes, sir.
So n is a positive integer less than equal to 4. Any doubt regarding this?
No, sir.
Now just try to solve this too. Second number.
Sir, got B equals to
B equals to 1.
x colon
Yes, B is equals to
x colon
x colon x.
where x is
Hmm.
the multiple of
Hmm.
3 less than or equals to 5.
Okay. The multiple or the factor is less than equals to 5, so x should be less than equals to 15. X is a multiple of 3 and x is less than equals to 15. Okay. X is a positive better, we should say positive multiple of 3 because we don't have 0 here. Okay. Can you tell me what should be roster form for this one?
Set C equals to
C equals to
1,
1,
2,
hmm,
3, 4,
okay,
6,
Okay.
9,
Hmm.
12,
Okay.
18.
12, then 18.
Yes, sir.
Okay, 18.
36.
36. Okay. Now we can have various types of sets also. First, empty set. Do you know what is empty set?
Service does not contain any element.
Which does not contain any element. किस तरीके से हम लोग डिनोट करते हैं empty set को?
Sir,
5.
yes, sir.
Okay, we write it 5 for empty set, which does not contain any element. For example, suppose we are talking about one set. If you talk about this set of all positive solution of x square plus 5x plus 6 equals to 0. Are you getting any set for this?
So, 1 minute. Sir, both will be positive, negative, -3 and -2.
Both will be negative, -2 and -3. So here we are getting one, the solutions are -2 and -3. So that's why this set should be an empty set. Okay. Let's check whether this set is empty or not. Here we are saying that x is an integer, x square should be greater than 30 and x should be less than 5. X is an
Sir,
integer, x square is greater than 30, x should be less than 5.
not possible.
Why?
Sir, 5 square 25,
Hmm?
and it is saying that x square should be less than 30, x square should be greater than 30.
Okay. So
So
should it be, okay, yeah, complete.
and sir, it is showing that x should be less than 5.
Hmm?
So not possible.
Okay, so it should be empty set?
Yes, sir.
No. Just observe one thing, what is given here, that x is an integer. So x can be a positive integer, can be a negative integer also.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So in this case, we can have a like this, Isn't it possible?
Yes, sir.
Okay, we can have a is equals to -6, -7, -8, -9, and so on.
Yes.
Okay. In that case, the square of x will again become greater than 30, but x is an integer less than 5. It's
Yes.
okay?
Yes.
Okay. Do you know what is singleton set?
No, sir.
Okay. In case of empty set, we denote empty set by phi. Already we have told.
Yes.
How many elements do we have in some empty set? How many
0.
elements? Zero elements, yes. So we can write some empty set in this way also.
Yes.
Okay, that is there is no element, zero element in empty set. In case of singleton set, what happens? In case of singleton set, we have only one element in that set. Okay.
Yes.
For example, if we say one set is suppose we are talking about this set. A is a set X where X is a positive even number less than 4. Now, how many positive even number we have which are less than 4?
2.
Only one number, that is 2. So in this case,
Yes.
this set should be a single set having the element 2. It's okay?
Yes.
Any question?
No, sir.
Okay. Next thing is finite set, infinite set. Just see the pattern. First, we have discussed empty set, which has number of element 0. Then we have discussed singleton set, number of element 1. Now finite set and infinite set. Do you know what is finite set?
So finite set is a set which can be easily counted.
Yes, that is a number of element should be finite. That's why it can be counted. The number of element in that set should be finite. For example, suppose we are saying should it be a finite set?
Yes, sir.
It should be a finite set because we can count the number of boys in your class.
Yes, sir.
Again, just check whether this should be finite set.
Yes, sir.
Solutions are 2 and 3.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So this should be also a finite set. Now suppose we are talking about one set like let's consider this as set B, and let us take one more set. Is this a finite set? Last one.
No, sir.
No. Why?
Sir, because real number is a mixture of rational and both irrational numbers.
Okay, there are infinite real numbers, means we cannot count how many real numbers are there.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now,
Yes, sir.
finite or infinite? Which one?
Sir, finite.
Finite. Sure.
Hmm. Sir, infinite.
What?
Infinite.
Infinite, exactly. Because in this case, also you have infinite positive integers. You cannot count how many positive integers you have, because
Yes.
whatever the positive integer, the greatest positive integer you think, there should be another integer which is greater than that. Okay. So again, in this case, it should be infinite set. Now just observe one thing, that can you write C, this set, in the roster form?
No, sir.
Hello? I
Yes,
can,
sir.
yes, can you write C in the roster form?
No, sir.
It is not possible. So in case of infinite set, it is not possible all the time that we write them in roster form. Okay, to detail this, we'll continue in the next class.